Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and you're here nerding out with Rickshaw. And today is kind of a collab, and so I'm also here with Adam. Go ahead, Adam.
What up? My name's Adam. I do music and I also do content on YouTube and all the social platforms. You know, I don't know why I'm really here, but I just got I was thrown into this little box and I'm just gonna roll with it.
Also, nerding out with Toby.
I'm Toby.
That's
I'm
Toby.
the producer here.
Toby is producer. The show would not run this beautifully without him. I've been throwing around this idea for a while to do a thing called Raised by Television. And we just kind of get together and talk about some old shit that has inspired us or that we loved, and that's like super nostalgic to us. And Adam actually brought up Beetleborgs. So tell us a little bit about your connection with Beetleborgs.
I think you'll be able to better give a synopsis of Beetleborgs itself. But you know, the name says a lot of it. But I know Saban, right? Saban, is that a production company? But it's also a man too. Yeah. So I from being a Power Rangers fan, I feel like most of us, the whole, what is that, like the superhuman senpai kind of like realm of shit and stuff. Yeah. All that stuff is really, really cool. So they did Beetleborgs. I don't know. It was on Fox Kids, like what the fuck? It's sick. So you were already watching Power Rangers and then like you saw that, you're like, done.
Yeah. So I never actually got on board the Beetleborg train. I remember just seeing clips here and there. So what was it that made it so different from Power Rangers? I'm gonna pass this on because the one thing that really is the most different is their Beatles. Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, this was the time period of everyone copying everything. Like the Turtles had Street Sharks and 900 other like how do you say that word?
Anthropomorphic.
Whatever. But they had the animal like ninja kind of characters. This is the same with, teenagers getting these really cool powered up suits. You had the VR troopers, you had Power Rangers, you had, the Beetleborgs, and that's all it is it's Power Rangers. But there was a nice little twist element to this. There was some like spooky creatures involved in the big haunted house. Do you remember the haunted house and whatever it is? I don't remember all the details. It's been many years since I've paid attention to it, but it does have a few things that made it different. And I don't think they were quite teenagers. I think they were younger kids. So you could be like, oh, that's me. I'm a Beetleborg, rather than being like a teenager. So
I started to load up this intro of the show, and I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on because I forgot that there was even like a haunted house or some shit that they would do. But
I'm sure this will spark a lot of the memories of what was all in it. And this song is great.
Let's just check out this intro to Big Bad Beetleborgs.
3 typical average kids inside a haunted mansion. Just by chance, freed a ghost who made them Beetleborgs.
They freed a ghost out of a fucking organ. Flamboyant ghost.
Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Hey, look now, they're superheroes armed with superpowers.
Oh, they had superpowers too.
Strip and now they're Beetleborgs.
This shit is corny.
So it was comic book kind of related too. Like they got the comic books. There's some horror elements. I mean, I say horror like it's Frankenstein and stuff, but very.
That's a cool mashup, actually.
Yeah, like I mean, if you liked like scary stuff when you were a kid and you liked Power Rangers and Beatles, I mean, this was it.
Let's Borg.
Let's Borg. I wonder how many there were. Because like the intro, I thought only showed 3 of them.
That's like horrifying.
It seems like it might be the finale or something.
Did they have like a Green Ranger that joined them?
He was tight though.
We just have to find the Magnivores.
That shouldn't be too difficult.
we'll take you all on.
Yo, that guy on the left with the dreads, hilarious.
Then you can go peacefully.
I remember the chick in the red.
Blue Stinger Borg. You.
Yo, that guy was fucking sick. Forgot about that. He's like Phantom Borg or some shit.
I like the comics.
Yeah, that is tight.
Way ahead of its time.
So,
It's very Adam West
so
Batman.
let me ask you a question. In this, we go from like them fighting hand to hand, and then we go to like big Zords still, right? Like in Power Rangers.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Okay,
I mean, I hope.
Beetleborg, une BD d'enfer, des jouets d'enfer. Voici les véhicules d'assaut. Le bleu à 6 roues motrices. Le vert, sa pince de combat est redoutable. Et le jet rouge avec ses turbo.
Oh, they do.
Ils s'assemblent tous à Gargantis pour former le
They got
super
everything. We
véhicule de
saw.
combat.
Arsenal.
Oh shit, they're all having sex. Okay, let's find another one. That wasn't enough for me.
More kung fu in this. Right. Just straight on.
Yeah. That almost got racist.
All together. Fire.
Usually they have fucking soul bombs and
Powers
shit.
are weakening. Sonic laser.
Wait, why are sometimes they by the water, but then sometimes they're not by the water?
Camera's facing the other one.
Is that what it is? Or is it just different stuff?
I don't know.
Yes, I was created.
Okay.
For this, you'll be destroyed.
See, look, there's a lot of water behind them now.
Victory is mine.
I don't think so.
Dang. Dang.
Winning.
He's just my teacher.
The time has come to use Vexor's mightiest weapon, the Deep Freeze.
What?
Blasting.
Black.
Direct hit. I've got to pull out of it.
Oh shit. He's about to nut.
I know what to do. Mega blast. Thunder stinger.
Dude, these kids are just making shit up on the fly with these weapons. Like, it's just, I mean, anything in your imagination, if these kids can create it with these suits, that's the real like magic in the suit. Because they're just, how are they gonna remember all this arsenal just dropped in?
Yeah, they don't even fucking study for this shit, right?
Yeah.
They're just like making. They're like, oh shit, nut blast.
Yeah.
Make it come out of my chest.
Foot cannon.
Put him in a coffin. Was this? Do you know, either of you guys know? Was this a similar thing where they adapted some of the content for the American version? Or was this a full American idea by Saban?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm guessing that they took the footage, same concept as Power Rangers, because any concept that like kicks off something that's like super huge and makes a lot of money, other people are going to follow suit. So I feel like, especially if it's another Saban show, then they probably just took Japanese footage from a bunch of different old school shows and then just like built a show around it.
Yeah,
I do think, again, this has been many years, I do think that like everything that happened in the haunted house thing is completely separate to the fights that they have. So like that could be stock footage, and that's where they added all the creepy, Frankenstein and stuff. So they just like in Power Rangers, they would keep like Bulk and Skull or whatever their names are out of like the fights with most of the putty people, because like, well, they didn't have the stock footage of the putties, beating them up all the time.
And it just seems like, they're probably like, let's take some of the same concepts but replace them, like instead of Zordon, we'll just get like some sort of Elvis ghoul.
Yeah, dude, they're really like I feel like if they were gonna take a risk in America with this, they really were hedging their bets and really making it locked in with like, let's just get all these American tropes and throw them in.
Yeah.
But Jay Leno as a fucking ghost is the one that really is gonna lead this crew.
And then they're like fucking, I don't know. It seems like a bunch of serial characters, you know, like somebody was eating cereal. Like, I got it. We can like Count Chocula and Frankenberry up in there, but we'll name them something else, you know. So
If that was Vexer's mightiest weapon, you're in trouble.
They did do this, yeah. The wings and the exhaust.
It's all over, Shadowborg. Surrender.
Never.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
I guess I see the, you know, like when you said the whole thing about the kids, like this is where it sets it apart is you got kids' voices combating. And it's like so yeah, I see that. You're letting the kids feel like they're in it.
Yeah,
That's
well, I mean,
cool.
it's the same thing with like Robin. Like, you know, that's why they had the Robin character. Cause it was like, oh, I can be like him and you know, work with Batman.
And then with the Power Rangers, they had like 28-year-olds, but they were saying they were in high school.
Creeps.
Especially Bulk and Skull. Those guys were like 48.
This is Metallics, yeah.
Like, you can hear it there.
They have to say that part of it. Like, it's still Beetleborg. Dude, this shit is really weird because it's like they're just saying the same word over and over. This is like very like hypnotic. Like they were ingraining this in kids' brains, like the names and like so they would nag their parents and shit, and it worked on me.
Yep. I love in these kind of shows how the enemies just fucking explode.
Yeah.
You think this is it? Yeah, Shadowborg failed.
Oh damn!
Is it permanent?
It's scary.
I don't know. Beetle Bonder. Beetle Blast. Nothing.
I would feel really embarrassed if nothing popped in my head.
Shadowborg's history. Now let's finish the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, go stand over there, dude.
You know what?
Oh, they had a shot with the kid.
That's what I was about to say. But look.
But then they switched.
Look, yeah. See, they're
What
not
the
by water.
fuck?
So I think that whenever they did these shows, they definitely made suits
For pickup shots?
Yes, for pickup shots, so they could emulate and fit things in there. But you know, you always pull back for these big fights, and it's just like the quality even is just like noticeable.
You know, it's crazy how they tricked us so much too with like, we're by the water. Like we were all dumb kids, so we're just like, oh yeah, look at this explosion we're seeing right now. Like we didn't care that the scenery just completely changed, and now they're in a desert.
No, I mean I noticed, but I was like, I'm the type to suspend my disbelief, you know?
Oh yeah.
We don't even have a TV. Roommates, never again.
I hate that character, dude.
They're really going for it with the wackiness. I'll tell you that much.
It's so annoying. It's so lame. That's the only character I hated in the whole thing. I'm down with all the other like little ghouls and shit, but he's just I feel like he gets too much time for FaceTime.
Hold your fire, little Beetleborgs. You must now contend with me.
Oh, that's a
great
I beat Shadowborg.
Yo, are these is this the same consistent fight this whole time?
Yeah.
A little more drawn out, I feel, on the foot battles than Power Rangers.
Well, I think this is like the finale. Because,
okay.
Yeah. Because it says on the thing right now, it says episode 31, Big Rumble.
Beetle Battlers.
I'll look up and see how many episodes there were.
Stinger Blade.
Hunter Claw.
Striker Blaster.
They got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Who's loving it? Your friends are gonna die, bro, and you're loving it.
Yeah. I can't believe I watched this. This guy can't even move his neck. And he's supposed to be like super OP.
Hey, Don't talk shit about Batman right now, okay?
Yeah. True.
There was 2 seasons of 88 episodes total. This aired from 1996 to 1998.
The rats are gone, but so's Vexer.
Okay, it had some time.
Yeah. Is this like the finale of the whole show?
Yeah,
Oh,
all
cool.
right, yeah.
Yo, that was the same clip.
Come on, let's get
He's like, yeah, all right, yeah, it was the same thing. Yeah. Wow, we really were really duped as kids.
Look out!
Shit.
All right, boss.
See, dude, I'm thinking we're gonna have to get some Zords up in here, like some Beetle Zords.
For the finale, yeah, I don't know if I
The
can.
extent of my powers, but you wish.
Anytime, any place, Vexer. We'll be ready.
Oh, damn, they just straight got away. Maybe this wasn't the finale of the whole show.
Superheroes, that's their dream. Who? They make the team. Wham, bam, kabow, kazam. Dive right into comic land. Experience the extreme. It's a fantastic scream. Runs like nobody can. Show stronger than a man. What a wild and crazy clan. Big Bad Beetleborgs. Don't miss Big Bad Beetleborgs. Weekdays and Saturday morning.
Only on Fox Kids. I'm Generation X.
I'm Generation Fox Kid.
That's awesome.
Bye, my friends. It's been a ball.
I mean, if this wasn't the finale, this show
This
shit was
crazy. He's the artist. He drew all the characters. I think that's part of the premise, isn't it?
Yeah, there is something like that. I do remember that.
Oh wait, so
Because he can draw them weapons and shit, right?
Yeah, there was. I think he was like the reasoning for all the monster characters.
okay. Well, shit, that's crazy. Maybe I have to watch this now.
I know.
Don't rush out and help me. You're too busy taking my job.
You know, I used to be the scariest thing in this house, but now they've got new tenants. Beetleborgs and Mr. Big Shot, the evil typhus and his gang of hoodlums. And what's with that noise and constant battling? And those annoying Beetleborg action figures. Kids are always playing with them. It's enough to make one run home to his mommy. Oh, I need a moisturizer.
Bandai. Action.
It's just so crazy to me that they were like, yo, we got this action, rip off of Power Rangers, but where should their headquarters be? A haunted house.
Yeah.
And then who should be the people that are like, telling them about their powers and stuff? A bunch of horror figures
And a comic book artist.
Yeah.
Are we gonna start a Beetleborg podcast?
Honestly, that would be just like the internet. It would be like we put our passion into all this shit and we hardly get that big, and then we do a Beetleborgs podcast, blow the fuck up. That's just the whole internet. You know what I mean? Like every time you just like, let's do this dumb shit. It's like everyone pays attention.
Wolfgang?
Right.
Count Fangula?
I told you.
Fangula.
These are all serial
Last
ripoffs.
but not least, Frankenbeans.
They are, dude. They really are.
Sure are, Frankie, but this is beautiful. I look pretty keen for 5,000 years old.
Fellas, my nose really that big?
Uh-huh. I think mine's a perfect likeness.
This is like they threw a bunch of stuff at the wall and they were like, all right, we got kids that are going to be in beetle suits. We got horror characters. We got comic book characters. Like they just went anything a little boy would like.
Great, these are ghosts. Those darn Beetleborgs are at it again.
What is it now, dear?
They just pulled into the driveway with these crazy new
These are great. I mean, for them, these are great commercials, though.
Yeah.
Look at that green one.
Nice drill, buddy.
Ooh, did they have
You're not even worried. Like, you don't even know what the show's like.
Soon everybody in the whole neighborhood will want one.
Yeah.
Completely irrelevant subjects.
How could you? What do we do? That's it. We're moving.
Bandai. Action for satisfaction.
Dude, you're crazy for that one, Jay.
I can't believe there wasn't a video game though. There was no Beetleborgs video game.
There wasn't, and if they just followed like the beat 'em up formula of like the Super Nintendo Power Rangers, it would have probably been really sick too.
Yeah.
Will we see you again?
Oh, I'll be at my studio drawing the new comics. Boy, do I have some big plans for my next issue. Introducing Mega Blue Beetleborg. Yeah! And the Thunder Stinger.
Yeah! And the White Blaster Beetleborg?
Oh, you better believe it.
Like, nope.
So I made it different.
Of course you did.
We couldn't have done it without you, Josh.
In all the universe, there are opposite forces. Night and day, good and bad, Shadowborg, and you. Will you, miss being a superhero?
It was awesome and scary. I think I just want to be a normal kid for a while.
But you're not quitting on us.
No, if you guys are ever in trouble, I'll be ready.
Well, goodbye.
Ride or die.
If it wasn't for you, Mr. Fortunes.
I have received 100 times more than I have given. Until we meet again.
Dang, they put a little deep message in there. Okay. Shit. Loose around the edges, but morally sound.
Bye.
Take care. See you, Art.
I got kind of used to him being around.
Me too.
I have a feeling we'll see him again.
They just won't let it end either. They're just like,
it's like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He turns around and he winks and he's like, all right, and they wink and then they turn around and point. And like it just keeps going forever.
I will say this though, they should have got fucking to play that dude, that ghoul. They should have got fucking what's his name?
Oh,
Like,
Bruce Campbell.
yeah.
Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell, bro. Let's
That'd
just
been
remake
good.
this shit with Bruce Campbell as that ghoul.
I would love
I just hate that character mold. Like, what are they thinking?
But that character is like very Fox Kids. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like there was commercials too that had him in it, and I really remember that's what sucked me into the show originally was like all the commercials for it.
Hey kids, like really weird.
I mean, that's sick as fuck. Honestly, I never watched that show. What do you think? Are you still feeling the same kind of nostalgia?
That was enough. It really ruined the memory. I'm gonna make sure that I don't do this for any more shows that I watched as a kid. It's just clearly just gonna ruin them all.
Yeah. That's not always true. That's not always true. Okay, well, you heard it here. Adam says it does not hold up. Does not hold up. But I might, if I'm getting all smoked out and I'm bored, I got 20 minutes to kill, 25 minutes, I might watch an episode, catch up, because I used to love Power Rangers. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. I think that we're going to do, sometimes TV shows, sometimes movies, sometimes music videos. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling, Adam. And
of course.
Yeah, I guess if anybody has suggestions on my end, hit me up at nerdingoutwithrickshaw@gmail.com. And Adam, you got any plugs?
Yeah. If you also have any ideas, it's okay. Drop them in the comments.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Get that chat moving.
All right, well, I'll see y'all later, and I'll see you later, nerds. Later, nerds.